Arthur English. Arthur Leslie Norman English, May 9, 1919, April 16, 1995, was an English television, film and stage actor and comedian from the music hall tradition. Early life. English was born at 22 License Road in Aldershot, Hampshire, the son of Walter Frederick English, 1856–1948, and Ethel English, née Parsons 1886–1975, who married at Holy Trinity Church in Aldershot in 1909. Arthur English had two older brothers, Walter, born 1910, and John Edgar, born 1912. All three boys were born in their parents' bedroom in License Road and all three were baptized at Holy Trinity Church. He attended West End Boys' School in Aldershot, now the West End Centre, from the age of 5 to 14. His first stage appearance was age 10 when he joined a group from Galen Polden called the 5 O'Clock Follies as an acrobat. On leaving school in 1933 he briefly worked at Fisher's Hotel in nearby Farnham before becoming an errand boy in a local grocery shop. After serving in the British Army in World War II with the Hampshire Regiment and the Royal Armoured Corps, reaching the rank of sergeant, English worked as a painter and decorator in his native town and in the evenings worked as a semi-professional entertainer in various local venues polishing up his comedy routines. He married Ivy Ruth Martin in 1941. It was she who made his enormous kipper ties out of brightly colored curtain material at the beginning of his stage career. They had two children, Anne Faith, 1942–1999, and Anthony, born 1947. In 1949, while still employed in Aldershot as a painter and decorator, English and his then stage partner Johnny Carroll unsuccessfully auditioned at the Windmill Theatre in London. On a second, and this time solo audition with Vivian Van Damme, English became resident comedian at the Windmill Theatre at the same time comparing a show for Bob Potter. English stayed at the Windmill as the principal comic until August 1950. His early professional career was as a stand-up comic in the persona of a stereotypical wartime spiv, and he became known as the Prince of the Wide Boys dressed in a trilby hat, a white jacket and padded shoulders with a pencil-thin mustache set off with a flamboyant kipper tie 4 feet wide. Acting career. His radio work began with the BBC series Variety Bandbox, using as always his own Aldershot accent but in the persona of a Cockney spiv. His usual delivery was to tell a long rambling shaggy dog story at ever-increasing rapidity without losing clarity until, at top speed, he would end with the catchphrase, "Play the music. Open the cage." Another popular catchphrase was "Mum. Mum. They're laughing at me." He began to appear on British television in mainly comedy roles in the 1970s, and is probably best remembered for playing the truculent and somewhat bolshy, though not entirely unsympathetic, maintenance man, Mr. Harmon, in Are You Being Served?, which he played from 1976 to 1985, including the 1977 film adaptation. He played Arthur, Alf Garnett's mate, in Sickness and in Health, a follow-up series to Till Death Us Do Part from 1985 to 1990. He also appeared in The Sweeney. He had more likable roles in two British children's TV series, The Ghosts of Motley Hall, which ran from 1976 to 1978 on ITV, produced by Granada Television, and as Slugger in Follyfoot, which ran from 1971 to 1973, also on ITV, produced by Yorkshire Television. He was in several other films including For the Love of Ada, 1972, as Arthur in Everyday Maths, 1978, a British TV schools program starring Jack Wilde as English's grandson. In 1978 he was the subject in This Is Your Life, while in May 1983 he was a guest on Desert Island Discs with Roy Plomley. Also in 1983 he played Frosh and Die Fledermaus with English National Opera at the London Coliseum. In 1985 he appeared in an episode of the American TV series Magnum, P.I. English appeared in the Royal Variety Performance in 1951 and 1980. He had been president of Aldershot Town FC, which had been formed out of the ashes of Aldershot FC. The new club badge depicted a rising phoenix and was designed by English. He had also been a long-standing member of the show business charity the Grand Order of Water Rats, which he joined in 1970, a Freeman of the City of London and an honorary Freeman of the Borough of Rushmore. Personal life. Following the death of his wife Ivy, 1975 English began to drink heavily. In 1977 English married a young dancer, Teresa Mann, born 1955, whom he met while they were performing in a pantomime together at Wimbledon, and in 1981 the couple had a daughter, Claire Louise English, the partially deaf actress who runs the Hot Coals Theatre, which specializes in plays for the deaf. The performers John Inman and Jack Douglas were the child's godparents. The couple separated in 1986 and the marriage was dissolved in 1987. The last 4 years of his life were spent in Devereux House, a care home in Farnborough. Arthur English died in 1995 at Frimley Park Hospital in Surrey as a result of complications from emphysema. After a funeral service at St. Michael's Church at which fellow water rat Jimmy Perry read the oration, his body was cremated at the Park Crematorium in Aldershot, where his ashes were later interred in a plot with those of his first wife. Honors. An Aldershot Civic Society blue plaque was unveiled by actor and singer Jess Conrad OBE on July 15, 2017 at 22 License Road, where English was born in 1919. Selected television appearances. Selected filmography appearances.